The airport was loud in all the quiet ways. Rolling suitcases, distant announcements, footsteps echoing across polished floors. People hurried past, each wrapped in their own world. No one noticed the little girl in the yellow sweater. She walked beside a woman who held her hand tightly. Too tightly. The girl was no older than 4. Her hair was tied into 2 neat pigtails, but her eyes didn't match the orderliness of her appearance. They were wide, watchful. She glanced around not with curiosity, but with fear. Just a few steps away, near a security checkpoint, a German shepherd sat calmly beside a police officer. His ears were alert, his eyes scanning the crowd, not randomly, but with purpose. He was trained to notice what humans often missed. And then, it happened. As the little girl walked past, she did something almost invisible. Her fingers moved, slowly, deliberately. She bent 2 fingers inward and pressed her thumb against her palm. It was a gesture no one around her noticed, except the dog. The German shepherd's ears snapped forward. His body stiffened. His gaze locked onto the child's hand. The police officer frowned. The dog never reacted without reason. The girl's hand dropped quickly, as if she realized she'd done something dangerous. Her steps faltered, but the woman beside her pulled her forward sharply. "Keep walking," the woman whispered, her voice tight. The dog stood. That was all it took. The officer felt the tension through the leash instantly. "Easy, Rex," he murmured, but Rex wasn't barking. He wasn't lunging. He was staring, focused, alert, concerned. The officer followed Rex's gaze and saw the child's face. Pale, too quiet, too still. Then he noticed the woman's grip. The way her knuckles were white. The way she avoided eye contact with anyone in uniform. The officer stepped forward. "Ma'am, excuse me." The woman froze for half a second, just long enough. Rex moved between them and sat directly in front of the little girl, blocking her path. The child's eyes filled with tears. "It's okay," the officer said gently, kneeling down. "You're not in trouble." The woman's voice cracked. "We're late for a flight." "Then this won't take long," the officer replied, his tone calm but firm. He looked at the child. "Sweetheart, do you know this woman?" The girl hesitated. Her lips trembled. She shook her head. The airport seemed to stop breathing. The woman yanked her arm away. "She's confused. She's my niece." Before anyone could respond, Rex growled, low, controlled, unmistakable. Security moved in instantly. Within minutes, the truth unraveled. The little girl had been reported missing 3 days earlier in another city. Surveillance footage confirmed it. The woman wasn't family. She was attempting to take the child out of the country using forged documents. And that small, silent hand signal. It was something the girl had learned during a school safety visit months earlier. A police officer had taught the children one thing. If you can't speak, show us your hand. The signal was meant for officers. But the dog recognized distress before any human did. As security led the woman away, the little girl collapsed into the officer's arms, sobbing, not loudly, but with the deep exhaustion of a child who had been brave for too long. Rex sat beside them, his head resting gently near the girl's knee. "You saved her," the officer whispered, rubbing the dog's ears. The girl looked at Rex through her tears and managed a small smile. She reached out and placed her hand on his head. This time, her fingers were relaxed. Safe. Later that day, her parents arrived. Their cries echoed through the terminal as they held the daughter again, afraid to let go. Most people would remember the officer. Some would remember the dog. But few would remember the smallest hero of all. A little girl who couldn't scream, who couldn't run, but who knew exactly how to ask for help, silently, and changed everything in an instant.